So after making the first video, I have to come back and make a second one. I seen a lot of people start talking about the same thing I was mentioning in the other one about the label dispute she had going on. And last couple of months, a lot of people had a lot of things going on over the holidays. I know people kind of overlooked it, but um, also, a lot of other artists had some issues recently about the same thing. We had a girl come out recently that was talking about she wrote for Beyonce and other people in the industry that had some issues. And, also we had singers also that had some issues similar to that. But with Angie Stone getting in her car crash recently, the car wreck she was in, with a vehicle, the Sprinter van. A lot of people looked into a lot of things, and you know, people taking this very seriously right now. Um, it's pretty crazy what's coming out, but as far as the details with the label, I mean, it's a lot of people looking into that stuff right now. People not really gonna play about that. People felt a certain way about her, and it's being shown right now. To be honest with you, because when some people pass away, you don't know if certain people feel the same way that you do about certain artists. But I don't know if she knows how much she was loved, but people very concerned about her situation. But what's more eye opening is people looking into why certain artists ain't getting paid. And that was something that I was kind of speaking on recently. But, people haven't really looked into it yet. But it looks like this situation definitely brought a lot of eyes to it. And it just shows that streaming is definitely, and other things allegedly, is definitely hurting a lot of artists when they're not getting paid. It's a lot of money they're not getting or receiving, especially an artist like her who's written a lot of songs over her career, over her life. She wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people, hits. I'm talking about songs that's gonna be played forever. And for her people and her kids and children and everybody else, they definitely need to see where those things are going to and why they haven't, they gotta, this woman has passed away, so where are these things going? And I know that's a dangerous question for a lot of people to ask. A lot of people don't want to say it, but people don't care about it right now. They want to ask the question, what's going on with that? And why is this happening a lot? And what's the issue? This needs to be fixed. And why was this happening around the time that she had this issue go on? People question everything these days. You can't trust nobody these days. So things definitely get questioned. It is what it is. The people who don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but it's definitely something that people are focusing on. So for her to have a label dispute right now, and for her to go out like this, and she's the only one, nah. And you know what? I would appreciate people if I was in her same position and this happened to me or anyone else. Knock on wood. Hopefully, God willing that it don't. But if it did happen, and people was concerned the way they are right now, I would be okay with that. I don't care who in the van with me. If everybody was concerned like how they are about her right now and what happened, I would definitely be okay with what everybody doing right now. Definitely. Guaranteed I would. You know what I'm saying? She put out that video for people to look into her situation. So anybody saying, well, just mind your business, and she put that video out for us to know what she had going on. And it's been other times where certain artists have put out videos and people have became concerned. I didn't hear their children say no thank you. They said thanks for everybody helping us figure out what was going on. Sometimes people say mind your business, but I can name a lot of times where a lot of artists and celebrities, family members, and kids have reached out and said, please help us figure out what's going on if you see this person. And I can't tell you how many times that's actually helped. A lot of times. A lot of times it helped. I know celebrities that got murders solved online just from fans looking into it. Millions of fans looking at the same thing and figuring out what actually happened. That's happened online before. People know what I'm talking about. But for this to be going down like this, man, no, man. Cause to be honest with you, she wasn't loved in the industry like she was supposed to be. She got just as much talent as everybody else. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna name drop any celebrities, but all these celebrities they try to have right now that they acting like it's blues singers and country singers. Half of these people ain't even writing their music. Soul singers, most of them ain't writing their music. You know what I'm saying? They don't got songs that's better than hers. So at the end of the day, you know, that's why a lot of times I end up saying stuff about certain things like this because, you know, they try to overlook her like she was just, and then you ain't paid a lady the way she was supposed to be paid. Nah, no sir. She not supposed to have no concerns. So what? The next person? So we supposed to think that only went on her and nobody else? Come on, man. Like, what's really going on? That's why it's hard to put your own stuff out and content out because they always trying to get something off of it. You know what I'm saying? It always happened like that. It always happened. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'll just say that for her to be going out like this and get mistreated like this, nah. Way too much going on. Something going on. 2 months after? No. You can't tell me nothing. And the way everybody else is agreeing with that, ain't nobody talking to each other and trying to figure out what everybody else think. People saying the same thing. Nah, this is an energy people can't really match right now. Because the way I see, because the thing about it, I haven't seen nobody else's videos on this. I promise. I haven't seen nobody else's videos on this. But what I can tell is everybody is not okay with what's going on right now, especially with this. Then they like, hold on, she was trying to get paid. You mean the money she earned, she didn't receive? What she earned, she didn't receive. Then she the only one who got hurt. Nah. Yeah, I had something similar like this happen recently. So yeah, I had to look into. Yeah, you gotta look into stuff like this. You definitely gotta look into it. I hear right now people looking into the drivers. I seen something like that. Like I said, I haven't watched anything, but I seen some things. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. So it's not too many people playing about that. And yeah, she's put in a lot of work in the industry. I don't know if they know it, but she was loved on a Whitney Houston type level. It might not be to most people. They might say, oh, you sound ridiculous. Probably to you. Like I said, you don't understand, so like to some people, yeah, she's on that level. Definitely. And for her not to, what? She one of the reasons why everybody making the type of music they making right now. And she ain't getting what she's supposed to. That don't work out well. I don't like that. We got all kind of singers walking around as billionaire this and billionaire that. The first thing somebody gonna say, well, she didn't take care of her business right. She didn't take care of her business right. Man, please. I think we passed that narrative. Not taking care of your business right, we passed that narrative. I think we really are. That's definitely a narrative at this point. Because it's past what you thinking. The way everybody else is looking at the situation, it's past just business. That's what you don't realize. If it was just business and oh, this was just a situation, okay, people wouldn't react like this. But it's past that though. That lady put a lot of work in. A lot of work. You could tell she wasn't nobody who go live and everything and put a business out there. She let everybody know, hey man, I got this going on. Very upset. And then a little while later, she got a situation like this, and I don't know none of them people. So what? I don't know none of those people. So yeah, we looking into that. You look into anything when somebody loses their life, car wreck, uh, a pool drowning, or anything. Yeah, you definitely gonna look into it. So if you got a lot of outlets just saying, "Oh well, she know that happened and it is what it is," nah, you gotta look into everything. Gotta look into everything. We don't know what was happening, who was after who. You know, it'll been a lot of situations. We got stuff out here when people, have situations where out here in the real world, as far as in our daily lives, not online, but in our daily lives, and stuff happen. You got to look into it if it's that serious. Yeah, so you definitely got to look into this situation. Are you serious? Nah, you can't overlook this. You got to figure out what happened to her. I hear what they saying, but I ain't hear no autopsy or nothing yet. So, but as far as the music situation, that's a whole nother thing. Like that has to get looked into. Like I know people looking at me like, why am I doing music topics recently? But I'm just, telling people stories because they gonna have to realize why certain people be crashing out the way they do. Like, I ain't counting everybody money, but everybody ain't getting paid the way they're supposed to. And it's not a good look. Everybody ain't getting paid the way they're supposed to. And Angie Stone how she ain't getting paid the way she supposed to. And she still doing shows and stuff. She was coming from doing a show. She only should have been doing those when she felt like it. Not because she feel like, well, let me get up. I gotta pay the bills. After doing all that, come on, man. Working every day till the day she died. And they ain't want to pay her? Nah, I ain't going for that.